Hi, this is Thalia MK at Education 2.0 Conference, Dubai Winter 2022, and I have with me Dr. Vivek Mohan, who is Dean of Academics and Student Affairs. He is from Westford Education Group and he handles Airtics, right? And he was also awarded for our he was awarded for our best organization. And I applaud you for that, and I would like to know what is Airtics because it is new to me.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So uh, we are honored to be here, and glad to have received the recognitions. So Airtex is the latest venture of Westford Education Group, and we started out in 29, so more than a decade back as Westford School of Management, and we started out conservatively with a university partnership. Afterwards, we kind of expanded into an education group with several departments within the group. So what we do is we offer transnational education partnerships with different universities and awarding bodies. Currently, where we stand, we have a 25 plus university and awarding body partnerships and a student base of more than 100 countries. So coming to Airtics, Airtics is the latest venture of the group, and Airtics is the venture for the future. Because what we do for Airtics is, Airtics we have robotics and artificial intelligence and coding for kids. So what we're trying to do is to contribute to that generation of artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning, data science with this new vertical within Westwood Group, and we have got into partnerships with several universities and awarding bodies like from the US and from UK for Airtics as well. Yeah.
So when you Airtex then involves AI a lot, right? How would you say, because I don't think so people now still are on board when it comes to education system, especially parents. They're not okay, but they'll be like, okay, then we can homeschool the kid if AI is involved. How do you deal in such situations?
So for the kids, you're looking at coding. So what we're trying to provide kids is after school coding programs. So when we live in the IT generation for sure, and different from what we used to do as kids. Today's kids are more into more advanced, I would say, and into smartphones and all sorts of stuff. So with coding, what we're trying to do is, of course, yes, to keep the kids engaged after school, and second, to give them the basics and the fundamentals of coding. So once they learn the fundamentals, I mean, later on they'll be in a position to progress into a much better, possibilities within IT itself. Because coding is you can say is fundamental, and it plays a lot. It plays a huge part in the development of a kid's brain as well. Because coding at the end of the day is logic. So when you develop logical thinking, and that's what our coding school in Airtex does. When it comes to the executive education bit in Airtex, as Westford Group has always done, we cater to the working professionals. So with executive education, we have artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning programs for people who are working. So that's what we cater to. So you can say that within Airtex we have two segments. One is for executive education, and one is the other end of the spectrum, which are small kids. And so we do both within Airtics.
So, what is your vision? Like when you started off with AI or Airtex, what were your plans in head, and now what are those plans, and what are the goals for those plans? What is the vision looking for your Airtex?
That is a great question, actually. So with the what we provide is synchronous online learning. So that means usually not for kids. Kids we provide the on-site versions, but for executive education we provide that. So even with Airtics and with the coding school, our vision has always been simple. I mean, you can say that We've always tried to focus on three aspects in education within Westwood Group itself. One is accessibility, the other is affordability, and the other is flexibility. So these are the three pillars of our vision. So accessibility is our vision for making education accessible. So with Airtics, we see a day and age where we're taking these coding school programs and we are delivering it to kids around the world. You know, even for kids where education is more than a privilege. So that's the level of accessibility that we hope to achieve. Affordability, of course, education should be affordable, and it should be an equal. It should be a right for everyone. So that has always been our second pillar, and the third pillar is flexibility. So historically, with our how we have been able to upscale and reach out to more than 100 countries as a group is mainly because of the flexibility factor. So even with other programs within our group, we have, just to give an example, even pilots doing our programs. So you can access from anywhere in the world and do our programs. So obviously not when they are flying an aeroplane, but when they, maybe are in transits or in the airports. So that's the third pillar, which is flexibility, which forms part of all these three pillars.
So, very logical and very sensible pillars, I believe. Education should be affordable, it should be accessible, and it should be the one where you understand why you're doing it, and if you're doing it or engaging your time with. So, tell us about your programs and also how do you deal with the student base? How are the students dealing with the new technology? We talk about parents and their fears and their unsatisfaction that it's not good. The AI is not the teacher. It's not a physical connection or emotional connection. How does student base feel about it, and what are the programs?
Sure. So at the moment, and as I did mention when we started, Airtics is the latest venture of our group. So we are upscaling in terms of programs. Currently with Airtics, within Westwood Group, what we have is basic coding programs for the coding school. And what we do is we connect with kids after school. So for the coding school, we get into partnership with schools across UAE because the base of Airtics is in UAE itself. For example, recently we had a huge coding school initiative with ADNOC, the Abu Dhabi National Oil Corporation, and the kids in schools around Abu Dhabi. And it was a huge event with about 300 participants. So we're trying to develop that coding school bit into by partnering with different schools in the UAE. An advantage that we have there is within our group, we also have a teacher education vertical. So we have a lot of students from who are teachers in schools, doing postgraduate programs with us. So we were able to connect a network or create a network wherein, we could reach out to schools for the coding school. Now, when you get to the postgraduate and graduate programs that we offer through Airtics, currently we have programs in data science, such as Masters in Data Science with University of UCAM in Spain, which has been a long-standing partner for education. It's a big university in Spain, and we are delivering Masters in Data Science programs from UCAM in Spain. We have other programs in Java, in Python full stack. The basic ones that form the crux of this. Yes, and what coding is. And then we also have extensive programs in bachelor's in artificial intelligence and master's in artificial intelligence. Now, answering the final bit of your question, how we deliver it is we've always been pretty much deep into the delivery aspect of it. And I did stress on this during our panel discussion earlier as well. That when we started out in 2012, in 2010, but when we had our first partnership in 2012, we had a hard time convincing students that this is a legit model. You know what I mean? So fast forward to 2022, always had an indigenous learning management system through which we've delivered our programs, so that anybody, anywhere in the world, any part of the world, with an internet connection and a smart device, can access the classes. So our strength is not just fully online. Our strength of delivery is what you call as synchronous online, which is everything is equal to the brick and mortar classroom, where you have the students, where you have the faculty, where you have the administrators, and they all log in. The only difference is that it's a virtual classroom, so you get the live experience. So as earlier I was talking about the example of a pilot who can sit while transit in an airport and attend a live class with the faculties and can ask questions and can view the slides and can do coding. So that's the environment that we've created. And with Westford Group, since we've already done that before, we didn't have problems with Airtics while we took up Airtics, and then we started delivering these programs using this model. So that's the model that we are following.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope the conference and the networking and the learning experience has been great for you. It's an honor to come across people who are making an effort for looking forward for the future, not only for themselves and for the students. Education is a basic need, and it should be a basic need which is affordable, provided to you on time, and it should be one of the necessities. So thank you for your time, and I hope to see you grow and next year as well. And this is Talia MK signing off. Thank you.